The Galactic Academy's lecture hall buzzed with anticipation. Today was the start of Extreme Survival 101, a required course for all cadets entering the Exploration Division. For most species, the class was infamous. The survival simulations pushed students to their limits, often leaving them shaken, exhausted, and humbled. It was considered one of the hardest hurdles in the academy. The instructor, a towering VYRN named Commander Havoc, surveyed the students with glowing yellow eyes. His scaled brow furrowed when he noticed a cluster of humans sitting casually at the back, chatting quietly as though they were about to attend a picnic instead of one of the galaxy's most brutal training sessions. "Cadets," Havoc began, his voice carrying a growl that silenced the room. "This is not a game. Extreme Survival 101 is designed to expose your weaknesses. Many of you will fail. That is expected. Failure here is safer than failure out there." The aliens, delicate, feathered Traceari, methane-breathing Gorkul, and gelatinous Frel, shifted uneasily in their seats. Everyone had heard the horror stories. Endless simulations of toxic wastelands, predatory ambushes, and starvation scenarios. No one left unscarred. No one, that is, except maybe the Deathworlders, though Havoc doubted the legends. Humans had a reputation, yes, but surely they exaggerated their resilience. First simulation, Desert World, Havoc announced. Temperature, 50 degrees Celsius by day, freezing by night. Resources, scarce. Survival time, 72 hours. The cadets were teleported into the simulation chamber. Instantly, scorching heat slammed into them. The Traceari flapped their wings weakly, gasping. The Gorkul wheezed through their breathing masks. The Frel oozed sluggishly, their gelatin drying and cracking in the sun. Panic spread quickly. Meanwhile, the humans pulled off their uniforms' outer layers, tying fabric around their heads to make improvised sunshields. One of them dug into the sand with his bare hands, explaining cheerfully, "Cooler under the surface. Shelter first, water second." Another human squinted at the distant horizon. "Mirage, maybe, but see that cluster of shrubs? Probably shallow roots. Means water's not far." Within hours, while the alien cadets lay sprawled in misery, the humans had a shaded trench, a fire made from dried brush, and a crude solar still condensing drinkable water. They passed cups around, cracking jokes. When the 72 hours ended, Commander Havoc reviewed the results. The Traceari had lost half their team. The Gorkul were barely alive. The Frel had to be emergency extracted. The humans, however, were roasting something over their fire and asking if they could extend the sim, just for fun. Havoc gritted his teeth. Second simulation, Arctic Wasteland. Survival time, 96 hours. The temperature plunged. Wind howled. Aliens screamed as frost began forming on their delicate appendages. The humans? They huddled, back to back, laughing about camping trips in Alaska and showing one another how to build snow shelters. One cadet pulled out a knife and began fashioning makeshift snowshoes. Another demonstrated how to melt ice without wasting precious fuel. By the end, they were sledding down frozen slopes, cheering like children while the rest of the class begged for extraction. Havoc's tail lashed in frustration. "Final simulation," he growled. "Predator-infested jungle. Survival time, 1 week." The humans grinned. "Now we're talking." The jungle teemed with razor-fanged beasts. The Traceari screamed at the first ambush. The Frel dissolved into puddles when the insects swarmed. But the humans moved in disciplined formation, making spears, setting traps, and even cooking one of the predators that attacked them. One human casually explained, "Protein's protein. Just cook it well enough and you'll be fine." By the 7th day, when the simulation ended, the humans had not only survived, they had thrived. They'd mapped the area, built a fortified camp, and domesticated one of the less hostile animals as a pack beast. When Commander Havoc appeared to announce the end, he found them roasting meat and trading recipes. The debriefing was chaos. Alien cadets whispered in awe and fear. Some looked at the humans as though they were gods. Others as though they were nightmares. Havoc stood silent, staring at the humans who shrugged at their own performance. One finally spoke. Was that it? Honestly, that was easier than survival training back home. The room fell into stunned silence. For the other species, Extreme Survival 101 was a gauntlet of despair. For the humans, it had been a casual weekend outing. Commander Havoc rubbed his temples. The legends were true. Deathworlders didn't just survive where others failed. They accidentally aced the impossible, while smiling the whole way.